discussing farmers' carbon future with Southern Scientific Services.
Michael, why are Southern Scientific here? We're taking soil samples again. We tested this farm last January with this core for PK and lime. We're testing now with this core to a depth of 30 centimetres. So why is Southern Scientific taking these samples?
We're here today in James McCarthy's farm. It's a dairy farm here in the heart of County Kerry. The reason why we're taking these samples now is that we want to assess the profile of carbon in the soil to a depth of 30 centimetres, where in January we just did the topsoil at 10 centimetres and 4 inches, and now we want to actually take a further measurement so that James will know the carbon content of his soil, which will form the time zero or reference value for his soil. Over a few days he will take samples in each one of his fields or paddocks, and we will test them in the laboratory for carbon, and we will give him back a report giving him the carbon percentage in his soil on a profile basis across his farm.
Okay, so when we take our normal sample, we're just taking testing for phosphorus, potassium and lime requirement. But when you want to take a deeper core now, test for carbon and a few other things.
Yeah, one of the principles of improvement of soil organic carbon, or increasing soil organic carbon sequestration, as we just said, is you need the soil to be of a good quality and good standard. You won't sequester carbon with a mediocre soil. You have to have a high soil fertility. Okay. And for that reason, you need to adjust and tune the soil fertility. In other words, you need to do your basic phosphorus, potassium and your lime, but you also need to do the trace elements. We call that soil health check.
Okay, so last January I sampled the whole farm with this core for PK and lime requirement. But now I'm sampling, you're going to test as well for some of the trace elements.
Yes.
Right.
With the ordinary 4-inch core or 0 to 10 centimetre core, we can do the basic soil test and the trace elements. But for the carbon, we need to actually go deeper. We need to go to 30 centimetres, right, which is 1 foot. And the reason for that is that if carbon sequestration is to become monetised or subsidised or incentivised by the national government in Europe, people will know exactly how much carbon they have, so that when they measure the carbon on time equal to 0 or the year 1, they will have a reference value, and then in 5 years' time or maybe 10 years' time, they will know the accumulated carbon through sequestration.
Our soil carbon analysis service offers all the tests needed to start your carbon farming future. To learn more, email info@southernscientificireland.com.